Fellow travelers, you've made it to the LZ, and this is it. We have a date. No Man's Sky Beyond releasing on August 14th in stores and in your existing copies on your hard drives. More than likely first thing in the morning, and I am super excited to finally know something about this elusive update that we've been waiting since February for this? Short video today to talk about some details and what little bit we've known so far from today. And we're going to talk about the good, bad, and the ugly from today's reveal. So let's get started. First things first, I'm not really going to go in and do a deep dive into the trailer and talk about the details and things like that. We've already had folks like Procedural Traveler and Cobra TV break that stuff down for you. Go search those channels out. Really good stuff there. But the excellent news, folks, August 14th is less than 2 weeks away. Just think about that. That's like 13 sleeps. It'll be here before you know it. That's great news. But aside from that, much of what we found out today is stuff that we already knew. They even went as far as to show us almost the same trailer again that we saw back in March. It's just much prettier now, to their credit. And of course, that's been spinning the gears of speculation on various channels about what the hell it is that we're looking at. Is this gigantic building trimmed in orange lace and bright lights and sci-fi architecture? Could be a hub, it could be a reimagining of space stations or whatnot. Really not a ton to go off in this trailer, except for maybe a little bit of hype, right? So let's talk about what we don't know so far, because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you just how stupid I am, and maybe you might be able to recognize the same thing. You might come to the same conclusion that I did. Folks, we are 2 weeks out from the launch of Beyond, and we know next to nothing about this update, which is kind of driving me crazy. I just figured that out today. I felt like I knew more about this than perhaps obviously that I did, right? And I just kind of can't believe that we've gone this far so far, and we have so little information. Really, the only depth that we have about this update is two things. Well, three. An online functionality that's apparently radical and expanded and has a lot of familiarity to whatever it is an online universe these days. That could really mean a ton of things. We know VR is going to be a massive part of it. That's the second and central pillar to this whole thing. And we know what a new building looks like. Hooray! Please don't take this as condescending. I'm just sort of exhausted, right? It's been a long 4 months since March, and I'm just kind of ready for this thing to happen, right? I'm kind of ready to be able to cover it. I'm ready to be able to experience it with all of you. I am ready to see Sean and Hello Games finally kind of move on from the sort of toughness and anxiety that comes with getting a new update out of the door, right? That stuff can't be easy. And what I'm sure is absolutely not easy is the fact that they've sort of went through and retooled much of the game's engine to get it optimized for regular players and really to accommodate VR, which is optimization is absolutely a must on PSVR. So that really sounds like a pain in the ass, especially for a game that is largely procedural generated, right? But coming to the realization that we just know so very little about this update that is supposedly the largest update the game has received. It's just, I'm ready to find out. And so I guess the best case and worst case scenario about this is the best case, we'll get a drip feed of information leading up to August 14th, or they'll have done what they've done in the past and just not tell us shit until the day before and then drop the update in the next morning, right? They've done that, which here's the thing, we might be belly aching about the wait right now, right? We might be overly concerned about what we don't know about it, but just remember that you are absolutely going to be ultra excited for what you find out when they finally tell you. I will be too, and travelers, we've been through this many times already. This is nothing new. This is par for the course. As a matter of fact, Sean has been nothing but consistent, so much so that his tweet with the clocks and the emojis yesterday, I think pretty much all of us knew at that moment that something new was coming today, right? Some new information, content drop, or even perhaps the update was coming today. He's done that numerous times, right? Sean has a tendency to stress tweet when he is ready to pump out some information for your face to absorb. And that's exactly what happened. We called it, right? We're starting to know Sean 3 years in, and for all of the sort of cynicism and angry tweets and forum posts that Sean Murray gets about how much of a liar or inconsistent blah blah that he is, he's probably more consistent and kind of sort of annoyingly consistent to his credit. So, I mean, he's sort of turned that on its side, which I think is good. It sucks. It's annoying having to wait like this, but I think it's for the best, right? I've said this before. I also see a lot of people sort of celebrating the sort of last sentence on the official website post that says, "We look forward to sharing more information." There's a bunch more talking about, wait, that's the wrong sentence. "We'll continue to support No Man's Sky in this way for the foreseeable future." Now, he said that quite a bit, and perhaps maybe we shouldn't knee-jerk celebrate that exactly unless you're absolutely cool with long bouts of no information and radio silence and literal driving you crazy with a lack of information right up until the last minute, right? If you're okay with that, then hey, congratulations, continuity for you, right? And here's the thing, I guess to me, as annoying as it is to kind of wait for information, because not only am I thirsty for this information, but I like to report on it for all of you and create content, and I guess I'm sort of biased in that, right? I like to do things with my hands on my computer to spread information for all of y'all, but at the end of the day, they're making more stuff for the game for the foreseeable future. Who am I to complain about this? So really just the list of things that we don't know, right? We don't know what Component 3 is. We don't know anything about the update other than it has an online component, it has VR, and it has a pretty orange lined, laced, accented, whatever the word, it looks cool, I guess. So really, I look forward to hear any day now, really. Hello Games just dropping a pretty patch notes list and maybe even an unveiling Component 3 in the next 2 weeks, sort of getting ready to drop bombs on all of us, right? It's about that time. It's been an exhaustive wait, but it's paid off, right? It's starting to bear fruit, easy fruit that us, the No Man's Sky community, can pick and eat and share and thrive. So the time is upon us, children of the Atlas. It's within reach. Almost there, everybody. And before we close out today's video, the Tuesday night NMS cast here, the live show that we do where we talk about all things No Man's Sky. You can join the conversation and we can shoot the breeze about anything that we know or don't know or whatever cool information is being exchanged at that given moment. It's been super successful. It's been super fun. Do know, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Central. Come join the show. Come join the conversation. Would be an honor and a pleasure to have you. And of course, that's going to ramp up, folks, in the next couple of weeks, right? As more information starts draining into our faces, it's going to be lovely. So stick around to the LZ and, of course, all of the other beautiful channels here on YouTube for No Man's Sky future coverage. And thanks for hanging out in the LZ. See you in the next one.